cost effective. So now companies, startups, people can start to use satellite, launch them, and actually make it happen for themselves. So I want to show you, that's the blue diamond, there's 3 satellites, one called the blue diamond, second the green diamond, and the red diamond. So that's the first one that we built, and you're going to see also the date. It took 2.5 weeks to assemble it, and of course we ran it quickly. Fast forward. So that's how you build satellite today. So simple. Look at the dates. It's start of January 2017, all right? You can see the solar panel, you can see that's the assembling, but the brain inside the satellite is our software. And the type of satellite, they call him the CubeSat. It's become very efficient if you have the basic blocks of satellite available and known and standard, then anyone can add the transponders, can add cameras, can build his own satellite. And the few companies in the world are doing white label nano satellites. And the launching, by the way, is easy. You can launch 40 satellites altogether. You can launch it from the International Space Craft. You can launch it with a lot of means. So it's make it easier and available for companies to do that. 3 weeks to assemble, yeah. So let's look at the time. Okay, what I also wonder, if we still have time, just maybe to I would say the commercial difference, what arena are we acting in? Okay, I think that will give you also how to use it. And then I also want to see a short brochure that actually show us the different use case. What are we using this technology for? I didn't mention, but we are a narrowband solution provider. It means that we cannot do, unfortunately, yet broadband. The terminals you're going to see downstairs can do up to 100 kilobit per second up and down. So we're really talking about narrowband applications. Okay, we're talking about voice calls, we're talking about messaging, WhatsApp. We're talking about a lot of IoT and telemetry. These days, the IoT is booming. We've been, in exhibitions around the world, and we see a lot of people using that for monitoring for the oil, gas, and sector, and for the meters and electricity grid. I want to show you some cases that we're working on. Sorry, not here. That's a brochure that you're going to get downstairs as well. And it's actually here you can see the different cases of our solution. So on the telecom side, we have rural connectivity. I tell you, in other, for example, in Africa, it's a big thing. Also in places when you don't have connectivity, you can use our terminal, small terminal, to create a small cell. You have disaster management because it's such a small terminal. You can bring it anywhere and just use it. International call, emergency response. Apart from that, the interactive TV. If you want to have the return channel on the TV, in some places where you have a satellite TV, that's also another use of ours. On the IoT sector, there is water and water meters. The AMR, automatic meter reading, using a lot of IoT and narrowband solution. So one of them is our solution to integrate to the automatic water meters, point of sale, pipeline monitoring. We have a lot of cases when you have oil and gas or water pipeline going along in places when there's no cellular coverage. And our solution is the right solution for that place. Security alert, location when people just need to get a small alert. They don't want to put a big VSAT or big facility. They just want to send a blip or messaging or some alert. Small modem, small message, that works for us. And smart farming, we talked about agriculture. I was in together with you, the agriculture station. A lot of smart farming, company like WeFarm and irrigation and Netafim irrigation companies need the sensors, need the, I would say, the ability to communicate from remote location back to the headquarters. That's another solution. And one of the biggest prospect is the asset tracking. If you have a small terminal with a small antenna, it can even be as small as 4 centimeters. You can put it anywhere on vehicle, on vessel, on airline. We just recently signed a contract or MOU with an airline, with a smart aviation company. You can track airlines whenever they are on the globe, or at least under our coverage with our solution. So that's the commercial one. How much time do we have? None. Okay. So I just want to say that was in very general about our technology. I encourage you to come and ask more questions. It was not even technical, it was very general. After you see the demo, then we can continue on that session. And yeah, and thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, Shimri. So we will now proceed downstairs to the tent outside the front door where the demo would be introduced and performed. Thank you.